Let's talk about them. The jealous ones. The ones who say they're happy for you while secretly hoping you fall. Jealousy doesn't always show up screaming. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it hugs you. Sometimes it smiles. Sometimes it claps with one hand and holds a dagger in the other. You ever share good news and feel the room shift? A weird pause, a forced smile, a subtle change of subject. That wasn't your imagination. That was jealousy dressed as friendship, wrapped in concern, masked with fake support. At first, you think, maybe I'm overthinking. But deep down, you feel it. The tension. The discomfort. The cold breeze in what should be a warm room. Because jealousy doesn't attack you directly. It chips away. Slowly, silently, from the inside out. And here's the hard part. It often comes from the people closest to you. Friends, family, even partners. They loved you until you started loving yourself. They cheered until your wins got louder than theirs. They smiled until you became a mirror, reflecting the risks they never took. Let's break it down. Jealousy doesn't start with you. It starts with fear, with lack, with comparison. They see your light and instead of being inspired, they feel exposed. Your growth reminds them of where they've stalled. Your healing reminds them of the pain they avoid. Your joy feels like a threat to the version of themselves they haven't faced. So they retreat, or attack, or pretend. They'll downplay your wins, criticize your confidence, mask their envy as advice. You say, I got the job. They say, wow, must be nice knowing people. You say, I'm finally in a healthy relationship. They say, we'll see how long that lasts. It's not support. It's sabotage with a smile. Let's call it what it is, projection. They're throwing their insecurity onto you, hoping it sticks. But here's the truth. Your light isn't too much. They're just not ready to glow. Now let's talk about how to handle them. First, recognize the signs. Not everyone cheering is rooting for you. Pay attention to how people respond when you win, not just when you struggle. Second, stop shrinking to keep them comfortable. Your success is not an attack. Their jealousy is not your responsibility. You don't owe anyone a dimmed version of yourself. Third, don't over-explain your joy. You don't need permission to shine. You don't need to defend your blessings. Real ones don't need context to clap. Fourth, create space where needed. You don't have to cut them off, but you can cut off their access to your spirit. Fifth, stay grounded. Jealousy says everything about them and nothing about you. Don't let their projections rewrite your truth. Reflect it back with silence, with strength, and with boundaries. Here's the hardest truth. Sometimes the people you prayed would rise with you weren't built for the altitude, and that's okay. Because your peace matters more than their comfort. You don't need universal applause to move forward. You just need clarity, alignment, and people who celebrate you in every room. So if you felt that shift, that cold shoulder, that fake smile, trust it. You're not imagining it. You're outgrowing it. And when someone tries to guilt trip you for leveling up, smile and say, you're welcome to grow too. Jealousy doesn't have to destroy relationships, but it will if it stays unspoken. You deserve to shine, to win, to rise. Even if it makes them uncomfortable, especially if it makes you proud, your light, it's not too much. It's just enough to wake up those still asleep. If this hit home, leave a like. If you felt the sting of jealousy from someone close, share your story below. You're not alone and your voice matters. And if you're done apologizing for your glow, subscribe. Because next time, we won't just talk about them. We might be describing the person you've finally become. Stay grounded, stay shining. And remember, real love doesn't compete. It celebrates.